The church doors burst open just as the priest asked if anyone objected, and in stormed my best friend, phone in hand, screaming about betrayal. My fiancée Claire turned pale as the video played for all to see. Her tangled in sheets with a man from her office, laughter echoing like a slap to my face. In that frozen moment as gasps rippled through the pews, my world shattered. But amid the chaos my eyes locked on Sydney, the cute intern from work, whose hug later that night would unravel secrets I never knew I harbored. I stood there, veil askew, heart pounding like a war drum in my chest. How had I missed the signs? Claire's late nights, her distant touches. Excuses I swallowed because love blinded me to the cracks. But now, with the congregation whispering judgments, I felt exposed, raw, like every dream I'd built was crumbling under the weight of her deception. Why me? Why now? The questions swirled as I fled the altar, tears blurring the stained glass saints who seemed to mock my naivety. Outside, the summer air in downtown Chicago hit me like a cold wave, but it couldn't numb the ache. I wandered aimlessly, phone buzzing with pity texts I ignored. Family expectations had pushed me into this engagement. Mom's insistence on a proper life, Dad's subtle nods toward grandchildren. They didn't know the half of it, the doubts I'd buried deep. Was I even ready for marriage? Or was it just the script society handed me, the one where women like me, successful, poised, settled for security over spark? By evening I found myself at the office, the only place that felt like mine. The building was empty, lights dim, but there she was, Sydney, the intern who'd started 3 months ago. Always smiling, fetching coffees with that effortless charm. I thought she was just another fresh face eager to please. But as I slumped into my chair, she knocked softly, concern etching her youthful features. "Summer?" I heard. "I'm so sorry." Her voice was gentle, a lifeline in the storm. I waved her off at first, but the dam broke. Sobs racked me, and before I knew it, she pulled me into a hug. Not a polite one, a real, enveloping embrace that smelled of vanilla and warmth. Time stopped. Her arms felt like home, stirring something forbidden. A flutter I'd ignored in college, crushes on girls I dismissed as phases. What was this? Panic surged. I pulled back, eyes wide. I need to go. But Sydney didn't let go entirely. "Wait. Talk to me." Her blue eyes held mine, steady and kind. In that moment, I saw beyond the intern facade, the intelligence, the quiet strength. She was 22, fresh out of college, interning at our marketing firm to build her portfolio. I'd mentored her casually, praising her ideas in meetings, but never delved deeper. Now vulnerability stripped away my armor. "Claire cheated," I blurted. "On video. At our wedding." Her face crumpled in empathy. "That's horrific. You deserve better." We sat on the floor, backs against my desk, as I poured out the story. The engagement party where Claire seemed distracted. The arguments about her work trips. Sydney listened, nodding, her hand occasionally brushing mine. Each touch sent sparks, awakening questions I'd silenced. Was I attracted to women? Had I always been? The thought terrified me. My conservative family, the societal stares, the career risks in our buttoned-up industry. As midnight approached, Sydney shared her own fragments. "I've been there, sort of. Hiding who I am from my parents back in Texas. There. Traditional." Her voice cracked, revealing layers. She was out to friends but not family. Navigating the minefield of being lesbian in a world that still judged. Her words resonated, mirroring my inner turmoil. Why had I chosen Claire? Safety? Conformity? The hug lingered in my mind, a catalyst for chaos. Leaving the office, I felt lighter yet heavier. Home was a war zone, Mom calling non-stop, demanding explanations. "Summer, what happened? Claire's family is devastated." I hung up, curling into bed, replaying Sydney's embrace. It was innocent, right? Just comfort. But doubt gnawed. What if it meant more? The night stretched, filled with what-ifs, as I teetered on the edge of self-discovery. The next morning work was a blur. Colleagues tiptoed around me, whispers about the wedding disaster circulating. Claire texted apologies begging to talk, but I deleted them. Focus on projects, I told myself. But Sydney was there, her smile now laced with shared secrets. During lunch she suggested coffee. "To debrief," she said lightly. I agreed, ignoring the warning bells. At the cafe, conversation flowed, her dreams of graphic design, my rise in marketing. But undercurrents pulled us deeper. Do you ever feel like you're living someone else's life? She asked. I nodded, confessing my family's pressure. Dad, a pastor in our small-town roots, preached traditional values. Coming out? Unthinkable. Yet Sydney's openness chipped at my walls. It's scary but freeing, she said. Her hand covered mine briefly, and heat flushed my cheeks. Back at work, a client meeting loomed. I presented flawlessly, but inside turmoil raged. Was this attraction real or rebound? Ethical dilemmas swirled. Mentoring her, power dynamics. I couldn't risk her internship or my reputation. But as the day ended, she lingered. Thanks for today, she murmured. Our eyes met and something shifted. No hug this time, but the air crackled. Home alone, I paced. Claire showed up, tears streaming. It was a mistake. I love you. Her pleas echoed hollow. You betrayed me, I snapped. She left, defeated, but her words lingered. Are you sure this is about me? Doubt seeded. Was I using the affair as an excuse to explore forbidden paths? Sleep evaded me, mind racing. Sydney's face haunted dreams. Smiles turning to something more. Morning brought resolve. Distance myself. But fate intervened. A team project paired us, forcing collaboration. Emails turned personal, late-night texts about ideas morphing into confessions. I feel seen with you, she wrote. My heart raced. What was I doing? The project deadline approached, pulling Sydney and me into long hours. We'd hole up in the conference room, papers scattered, ideas bouncing like fireworks. But beneath the professional veneer, tension simmered. Her laugh, the way she tucked hair behind her ear. It all drew me in, a magnetic pull I fought. Why her? Why now, when my life was rubble? One evening, as rain pelted the windows, we hit a snag. This campaign needs heart, Sydney said, frustration creasing her brow. I agreed, but my mind wandered to our hearts. Like real emotion, she continued. The kind that scares you. Her gaze pierced, unspoken words hanging. I swallowed hard. Yeah, scary stuff. Breaking for coffee, she opened up more. My family doesn't know about me. Dad's a rancher, Mom's in the church choir. They'd disown me. Pain laced her voice, mirroring my fears. My parents had moved to Chicago for my career. But their values stayed rooted in tradition. Mine too, I admitted. Dad preaches sermons on family purity. If he knew. Trailing off, I felt the weight of potential rejection. As we worked, our knees brushed under the table. Accidental? Intentional? Electricity shot through me. Pull away, my mind screamed. But I didn't. Instead, I shared about Claire's affair, the humiliation. It hurt, but maybe it was a wake-up. Sydney nodded. Sometimes pain reveals truth. Her empathy wrapped around me like that first hug. The night deepened, office empty save for us. Finishing the pitch, triumph sparked. We did it. She high-fived me, but our hands lingered. Time slowed. Summer, she whispered. I leaned in, breath catching. But ethics halted me. We can't. I'm your mentor. Pulling back, regret twisted my gut. Driving home, rain mirroring my tears, I questioned everything. Was this lust or love? Rebound or revelation? Family flashed. Mom's disappointed eyes if I strayed from the path. Society's judgments loomed, whispers of confused or phase. But Sydney felt right. A puzzle piece fitting where Claire never did. Next day, Claire ambushed me at lunch. We need to talk. Cornered, I listened. I messed up, but you're distant too. Is there someone else? Defensiveness rose. No. But guilt flickered. She pressed. That in turn? I saw how you look at her. Shock hit. What? No. But her accusation planted seeds of doubt. Was it obvious? Work became a minefield. Sydney sensed my withdrawal. Did I do something? Hurt in her eyes stung. No, it's me. Complicated. But avoidance bred tension. A family dinner loomed. Parents demanding answers about the wedding fallout. Bring Claire, Mom insisted. Work it out. Panic surged. How to explain? At dinner, the interrogation began. What really happened, Summer? Dad's stern gaze bored in. I lied vaguely about incompatibilities. But Mom probed. Is there another man? Laughter nearly escaped if only they knew. No. But the lie choked me. Inside I screamed. I'm falling for a woman. The thought terrified yet liberated. Post-dinner, Sydney texted. Miss working with you. Impulse struck, I called. Meet me. We rendezvoused at a park, benches slick from earlier rain. What's going on? She asked. Vulnerability poured out. Family pressure, self-doubt. I'm scared of what this means. She took my hand. Me too. But it's real. Our talk stretched hours, barriers crumbling. She shared past heartbreaks. A college girlfriend who left due to family. It broke me but taught resilience. Her strength inspired. As stars emerged, I confessed. That hug. It changed everything. She smiled softly. For me too. But dawn brought reality. Office gossip swirled. Colleagues noticing our closeness. Be careful, a friend warned. Power imbalance. Ethics nod. Was I exploiting her? Or was it mutual? Decisions loomed, each with costs. Claire called again, desperate. Give us another chance. Temptation flickered, safety in the known. But Sydney's pull was stronger. Meeting her secretly, guilt compounded. We have to stop, I said. Hurt flashed. Why? It's wrong. But as she walked away, emptiness hit. Sleepless nights followed, inner conflict raging. Betray family values? Risk career? Or deny my heart? Society's lens judged harshly. Lesbian relationships still face bias, especially in conservative circles. What price for authenticity? A breakthrough came midweek. Sydney presented our project alone, acing it. Pride swelled but jealousy too, her shining without me. Post-meeting she confronted. You can't push me away. Emotions erupted. I'm trying to protect us. Tears flowed. In that heated exchange, truth surfaced. We agreed to pause but fate twisted. Family intervened. Dad suspecting something, inviting me to church. Find guidance, he urged. There, sermons on traditional love stabbed. Hypocrisy burned. Was love wrong if not straight? Sydney's text later. Can't stop thinking. Resolve cracked. We met again, boundaries blurring. But a colleague spotted us, sparking rumors. Damage control ensued, lies piling. The web tightened. Claire discovered texts confronting me. Her? Really? Shock turned to anger. You're throwing everything away. Her words echoed my fears. Betrayal reversed. Who was I now? Inner monologue tormented. Am I selfish? Destroying lives for feelings? But suppression felt like death. Choices loomed, each a dagger. Rumors at work escalated, whispers turning to stares. Summer and the intern? HR loomed like a shadow. I denied vehemently, but guilt ate at me. Was this the price, professional ruin? Sydney faced scrutiny too, her internship jeopardized. It's not fair, she vented over hidden calls. We haven't even. Trailing off, frustration boiled. Family pressures mounted. Mom visited unannounced, eyes searching. You're not yourself. Is it depression from the breakup? Concern masked probing. I nodded vaguely, hiding the storm. But Dad called later. Heard rumors from your office friend. What's going on? Panic gripped. How much did he know? Confronting the friend, a mutual from church, I lashed out. Stay out. But damage spread. Society's net closed. Conservative community judging, potential ostracism. Inner debate raged. Conform or rebel? The moral quandary deepened. Was pursuing Sydney ethical given our roles? We met clandestinely, a cafe far from work. This hurts, Sydney admitted, tears welling. Hiding like criminals. Her pain mirrored mine. I know. But family. She nodded, sharing her own battles. Called home. Mom asked about boyfriends. Lied again. The weight of deception crushed. In that moment vulnerability peaked. What if we fight? I proposed. Hope flickered in her eyes. But reality intruded, Claire's threats. I'll expose you, she warned in a heated call. Blackmail? Desperation turned ugly. You cheated first. I countered. But her hurt lingered. I loved you. This is revenge. Betrayal layers unfolded. Had Claire sensed my unspoken attractions? Self-reflection hit hard. Years suppressing feelings marrying into denial. Sydney became the mirror. reflecting truths. A family gathering amplified conflict. Aunts, uncles grilling about future plans. Find a good man, they advised. Laughter hid rage. Inside. Why not a woman? The hypocrisy of their love all facade burned. Post-event, Sydney and I escaped to her apartment, risky but necessary. We need a plan, she said. Discussions turned intense. Come out? To whom? When? Fears voiced. Rejection, disownment. But unity strengthened. Together, she whispered. A chaste kiss sealed it, electric, affirming. But dawn brought backlash. Work email, HR meeting. Accusations of favoritism. Defending I downplayed. Professional only. Lies tasted bitter. Sydney faced separate scrutiny. Tears in her voice later. They might end my internship. Moral crossroads. Sacrifice career for love? Or her future? Decisions tore. Maybe we wait, I suggested. Hurt flashed. Until when? I'm not a secret. Conflict peaked at a team event. Claire appeared, uninvited, confronting publicly. She's using you. Chaos ensued, whispers amplifying. Sydney defended. Back off. But damage irreversible. Fleeing, we argued. This is too much. I yelled. For what? For us, she pleaded. Tears flowed, regrets surfacing. Home parents waited. Truth time, Dad demanded. Confessions spilled. I'm gay. With Sydney. Shock silenced. Mom cried. How could you? Dad's disappointment cut deep. Against our beliefs. Rejection hit like a tidal wave. Choose, us or her. Ultimatum forced. Inner agony. Family or self? Nights blurred in isolation. Sydney supported via texts, but distance grew. Fight for us, she urged. But costs mounted, job warnings, social shunning. A turning point, therapy session secret. Explore your identity, counselor advised. Revelations flowed, childhood crushes suppressed. Clarity emerged. This was me. Emboldened, I confronted parents. Love isn't conditional. Arguments raged, scriptures quoted. But seeds planted. Work fallout. Reassignment, Sydney protected but distanced. Relief mixed with loss. Yet hope flickered. Secret meetings resumed. Bonds deepening amid adversity. But betrayal struck anew. A colleague jealous leaked to media. Executive's scandalous affair. Headlines blared, amplifying societal bias. Public scrutiny crushed. Freak, slurs online. Inner strength tested. Was love worth this? The media storm raged, paparazzi hounding my steps in Chicago's bustling streets. Summer haze. Wedding wreck to lesbian scandal? Headlines twisted truths, painting me as villain. Inside, doubt festered. Had I invited this by pursuing Sydney? Moral debates intensified. Was my happiness selfish, damaging others? Family rift widened. Mom's calls. Come home. Repent. Dad's silence louder than words. Siblings divided. One supportive in secret, others condemning. The price of authenticity. Isolation from roots. Sydney bore her share. Parents found out via news. Disowned me. Tears over phone, her voice breaking. Guilt consumed. My fault. No, she insisted. Our choice. But unity strained under pressure. Work suspended me pending investigation. Conflict of interest. Career, built meticulously, teetered. Colleagues split. Allies defending, others distancing. Societal prejudice exposed. Subtle biases in meetings now overt. In hiding we reflected. Was it worth it? I asked. Sydney's eyes fierce. Yes. You're my truth. Moments of tenderness amid chaos, reinforcing bonds. But decisions loomed. Fight publicly or retreat. Claire resurfaced, opportunistic. I can help spin this. But motives clear, revenge. No thanks. Rejection fueled her leaks, escalating drama. A protest outside office. Conservatives decrying moral decay. Chance stung, questioning my ethics. Was loving Sydney wrong? Inner monologue battled. Society's norms versus personal right. Support emerged unexpectedly. LGBTQ groups reached out, offering platforms. Share your story. Tempting but risky, more exposure. Parents' intervention. Surprise visit. We love you, but Conditions attached. Arguments erupted. Love isn't sin. Dad countered scriptures. Mom wavered, tears flowing. Cracks in their resolve? Sydney's family mirrored. Harsh calls, ultimatums. Come home straight or not at all. Her resolve? I choose me. Inspiration struck. United we went public. Interview. This is my truth. Backlash intensified but allies grew. Hashtags trended, stories shared. Work reinstated with warnings. No more drama. But scars remained, trust eroded. Healing began slowly. Therapy joint, unpacking traumas. We paid dearly, Sydney noted. Nods acknowledging costs. Family thawed incrementally. Mom's tentative call. Miss you. Dad's silence broke. Praying for understanding. Societal shifts glimpsed. Friends' evolving views. But damages lingered. Lost connections tainted reputation. Highs and lows cycled. A quiet dinner, hands held openly. Freedom tasted sweet but bittersweet. Betrayals revisited. Claire's final jab, lawsuit threats dropped. Closure? Inner peace elusive, questions persisting. Right choices? Worth the pain? As dust settled, new normals formed. Sydney's internship ended honorably. Job offers flowing. My career pivoted, advocacy infused. But echoes remained. Family holidays tense, societal stares. In quiet moments, doubts crept. Did I destroy for desire? Or liberate for love? Reconciliation attempts with family progressed haltingly. A coffee meet with mom. I don't understand, but I love you. Tears shared, bridges mending. Dad slower, but a letter. Struggling but trying. Hope flickered amid ruins. Sydney sighed, harsher, permanent rift. They're lost to me, she said, voice steady but eyes wet. Support groups helped, new family formed. Our bond solidified, trials forging steel. Career rebounded creatively. I launched a diversity initiative at work, channeling pain into purpose. Sydney thrived in design, her talent blooming. Together we navigated post-scandal life, therapy unpacking betrayals, decisions. Societal reflections deepened. Debates online. Is coming out selfish? My story fueled discussions, moral ambiguities highlighted. Was forcing family acceptance ethical? Or necessary? A pivotal moment. Public speaking at a pride event. Love demands courage but costs lives. Applause but internal critique, hypocrite? Paid but others more. Claire faded, her own path unclear. Forgiveness? Distant but possible. Daily life normalized, walks in parks, hands intertwined without fear. But shadows lingered. Occasional slurs, judgmental glances. Resilience built. Inner monologues evolved. From doubt to affirmation. This is right, I affirmed nightly. Yet, climactic tension resurfaced. A family wedding invitation, test of progress. Attend with Sydney? Risk reignited conflict. Debate raged. Go, she urged. Show them. Fears countered. Rejection anew? Decision yes. Arrival tense, whispers hushed. Dad's nod, mom's hug. Sydney included warily. But an uncle's toast veered judgmental. Traditional love endures. Outrage boiled. I stood. Love is love. Silence, then scattered applause. Aftermath. Divisions clear but stands taken. Costs. Strained ties but gains. Authenticity. As event ended, Sydney's whisper. Proud. Heart swelled. Months later, stability. But questions persisted. Did choices harm more than help? In reflection, stories' arc closed with awakening. Pain birthed growth, betrayals birthed truths. Yet one lingers. Was betraying societal norms for personal love morally right? Or ultimately selfish?